Dear children, today we'll be reading a lesson exploring in an underwater world. I hope that you understood the lesson and how Penny uh, has shared about her experiences about snorkeling. And today we'll be reading the lesson together. I hope that at least you have read the lesson once. So today we'll be reading the lesson together and we are going to come across new words and we are going to learn the meanings of those words also. Okay, now I want each one of you to turn your textbooks to page number 108. Page number 108, lesson 15, exploring an underwater world. Lesson 15, exploring an underwater world. Let's start the lesson. When we left Canada, I could already swim like a fish, but I had never learned how to dive or to go snorkeling, that is, to swim with a mask and a breathing tube. I first wanted to go snorkeling on Bucco Reef in Tobago, an island in the clear, warm waters of the Caribbean. So, we already discussed this that Penny she knew how to swim, but she didn't learn how to dive or to go snorkeling. So, what is snorkeling? The meaning of the word snorkeling is swimming using a mask and a breathing tube. Swimming using a mask and a breathing tube. Next paragraph. Dad showed me how to put on a mask and a snorkel. The mask keeps an airspace around your eyes which enables you to see clearly through the water. The snorkel is simply a curved tube with a mouthpiece. So the mask keeps an airspace so that you can see clearly through the water, whereas snorkel is a curved tube with a mouthpiece. Now let's turn to next page, page number 109. You swim on the surface of the water with your face down and you breathe through the snorkel, which sticks up in the air above the water. So this snorkel, it has a mouthpiece which you keep in your mouth, and the tube is a U-shaped tube, and the other end of the tube it stays on the surface of the water, that is above the water. Next paragraph. To tell the truth, I was a little scared. What if I could not breathe? But when I looked out over the beautiful, warm turquoise water, I decided it too good a chance to meet, so I slipped in. So Penny was little scared. She was thinking, what if she could not breathe? But what happened is when she looked at the water, the turquoise water, the view which was very beautiful, she decided to not miss the chance and she slipped in. Okay, the meaning of the word turquoise is a bluish green color. A bluish green color. If you see the water, look at the picture itself. The color is like bluish green. Yes or no? So it's a combination of blue and green. So these two colors, when it's mixed, becomes a turquoise color. So when we go to see an ocean, we find that the water has a different color. So that's the turquoise green, turquoise color. It's a bluish green color. Okay, now let's look at the next paragraph. But when I opened my eyes, I was in a different world. I was amazed at all the beautiful fish. Red and orange and green and blue and gold and purple creatures swam past, with all kinds of spots, dots, stripes, and squiggles. So look at the meaning of the word amazed. Amazed means astonished or surprised. So when Penny um, looked at the underwater world, there is a lot of fish with different colors and different kinds of patterns on the fishes. So she was amazed. She was surprised to see the different world. Okay, and the meaning of the word squiggle is like scribbles. Okay, like when you just simply scribble on a book, it's something like curved lines which we draw simply. So she saw fishes with dots. Some are with dots, some are with stripes, like the lines on the zebra, and some are having like spots, and some had squiggles. That is round lines which we just scribble on a book. Okay, so like that. Okay, the next paragraph. But there were other, less friendly underwater creatures. When a mean looking barracuda went by, a swam very close to Mom. She was almost, he was almost 2 meters long. So she saw a barracuda. Barracuda, you have already seen the picture. Barracuda is a large tropical sea fish which has sharp teeth. A large tropical sea fish which has sharp teeth, and this fish mainly eats other fishes and it may also attack people. So when Penny saw the barracuda, she got a little scared and she swam near to her mother. Next line. Snorkeling on the surface of the water was so fun, but soon I wanted to take a closer look at the fish and coral. So she started to uh, so she was having fun while snorkeling, and she wanted to have a closer look at the fish and the coral. The coral is a substance like rock formed in the sea by some small animals. Okay, coral is a substance like rock formed in the sea by some small animals. So I began to learn to dive. The flippers I wore helped me swim faster and dive deeper. Soon I was diving down 2 or 3 meters. So uh, Penny wore flippers. Flippers are rubber shoes which help you to swim and go deeper, which helps us to swim very faster and to dive deeper into the water. So she wore flippers. And the next paragraph. Peter and I both like to go snorkeling. So Peter is Penny's brother. Peter and Penny like to go for snorkeling. We like to dive in the coral reefs and islands just off the coast of Venezuela in South America. Sometimes we caught dinner for the whole family by diving for conch. So they went. They really like to dive in the coral reefs. And what is the meaning of the word reef? Reef is a line of rocks or sand just above or just below the surface of the sea. Okay, it's a line of rocks or sand just above or just below the surface of the sea. Okay, so it's a line of rocks, okay, which we can find in the sea. Okay, so they went to see the coral reefs, and they also went for conch. Okay, the meaning of the word uh, conch is a big shellfish. It has a spiral mm, shell on it, so it's a kind of a shellfish. Okay, now the next page. A big shellfish can be as heavy as a log, and Peter, only 5, would be spluttering when he finally made it to the surface. Someone usually had to go and help him get the conch into the dinghy before he sank again under its weight. So when they went for conch, they could find that there are conches which are as big as a log. Okay, and Peter, he was just 5 years old, so he couldn't bring a conch along with him because it was so heavy, and that he would just sank under, that he was just if he brought the what the conch with him, he would sink in the water. So he had to take the help of other people to bring the conch from the water to the dinghy. Dinghy is a small open boat. Dinghy is a small open boat. Look at the meaning of the conch. a snail-like creature with a large spiral shell. Okay, it's a snail-like creature. If you look, but it's little more bigger than a snail. Okay, now uh, now let's go to the next paragraph. If I had to select one place to swim, it would be Galapagos Islands in the Pacific Ocean. All the islands have very tame animals on them. So Penny's favorite place was to go to Galapagos in the Pacific Ocean. And she tells that each and every island uh, has very tame animals in them. Tame means the animals which can be domesticated, which can be friendly with us. So she's sharing her experience over there. Next paragraph. One day our guide told us we could go swimming with the sea lions. I was a little doubtful about this. The slithery creatures looked quite friendly, but a sea lion is as big as a human child and they were swimming around so fast. But after everyone else had slid into the water, I went in too. Had quite a bit of fun with sea lions coming right up to me, then moving off at the very last minute, just centimeters away. So she also heard that sea lions are very friendly. These slippery or slithery creatures, and at first she had fun, and later she could understand that it was the sea lions are actually friendly with people. Next paragraph. The meaning of the word slithery is slippery. The meaning of the word slithery is slippery. And sea lions are large sea animals found mainly in the Pacific Ocean. So they are kind of. Have you seen a seal? Seal, seal, seal. So sea lions also some kind of. They have such kind of body, and they have a slippery skin on them. Okay. Next paragraph. It was easier to make friends with the sea lion on shore than while swimming with them. I had a long talk with the sea lion who popped up out of the water beside a rock I was on. Another sea lion came ashore to tell Peter about how a shark had bitten off his flipper. He had nasty scars to back up his story. So one of the sea lion shared his story with Penny and Peter, and he said that he was bitten by a shark and he has got a wound, a scar. It's not a wound. A scar is actually it's a mark when the wound is healed. Okay, so the seal had a wound on its body. So the sea lion is sharing his story with Peter and Penny. So look at the meaning of the word scars. Marks left on the body after the wounds are healed. This is the meaning of the word scars. Next paragraph. By the time we got to the Solomon Islands in the South Pacific, I was a pretty strong swimmer and I felt comfortable diving to about 3 meters. One day, someone from another boat asked mom and dad to dive for the prop. So, prop is a propeller that is it's like a fan which helps. It's an engine with a fan which helps the boat to move very fast. So that is a propeller. We mainly all the boats and all the ships have this propeller. Okay. They had dropped it overboard in about 8 meters of water. There is also a nice Triton shell there, said our friend. I thought to myself. I had never dived so deep before, but I took a long breath and swam down and down and down. So, mm, uh, Penny had never got a chance to dive so deeper, so she also heard that there were Triton shells in that place. So, she tried to dive deeper, like about 3 to 4 meters, like near to 8 meters. So, look at the meaning of the word propeller. Propeller is a fan like machine that causes a ship or boat to move. Look at the meaning of the word triton. Triton is a sea animal having a large, beautifully colored spiral shell. Okay, triton is a sea animal having a large, beautifully colored spiral shell. And the last page, everyone, it's in page number 111. Everyone was surprised when I came up gasping the breath and holding the shell. The shell now sits in my bedroom in Toronto. It reminds me of great adventures in faraway lands. It also tells me that I can do whatever I want to do if I just try. So Penny, she went into the waters like 8 meters down, and she brought a triton shell. And when she came, she was gasping for breath. The meaning of the word gasping is taking short, quick breath. She was gasping for breath, and everyone was surprised to see that how a small girl can do all these things. And she says that she has kept the same triton shell in her bedroom in the place when they lived in Toronto, and she still reminds of her adventures she had in the places wherever she went. And she also tells that she can do whatever she want if she just try. So it's like a message to us that if we want to do something, then we should try for it and we will succeed in it. So this is our lesson. I hope you liked the lesson. I want you to read the lesson once again so that you will enjoy the lesson. Really, I like the lesson. So read the lesson, children, and from the next video we'll be discussing the exercises of this lesson. And so this is for now, and bye.